Hello everyone, and welcome to this pick a card reading video. It will go like it normally does, so you will intuitively choose which card you feel most drawn to. There's only one card in each little section or row here. Okay, so we have card 1A, card 2B, and card 3C. So this stack or these set of cards are different from tarot. These are from the Starcodes Astro Oracle deck. So what will happen is after you choose your card, I will first read in the guidebook what each card means. And each card has links to astrology, so it involves aspects, houses, planets, asteroids, and all of that. And even if you don't know about astrology, I will still, you'll get an understanding of what everything means from the guidebook, and also I will intuitively tell you what I pick up for what the meaning is for you, area of life you should look at, and all of that. And I think that will do it for the intro, and yeah, let's just get right into it. Hello 1A, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. So let's first look at the guidebook. So opposition, confrontation is the card you chose. And in the guidebook, it says that this is a challenging aspect. When two planets oppose each other across the circle of the zodiac, as the sun and moon do on a full moon, both planets will either be in signs of yang elements, such as fire and air, or yin elements, such as water and earth, and stare directly at each other across the earth like partners in a wrestling match. The opposition can feel like a dare or a challenge, like boot camp, where a confrontation pushes everyone to grow. Action. This is not a comfortable situation, but that's not the point. You're being challenged to grow. Look at the situation as a dojo, a martial arts training center, and take the training. You don't have to trust the wisdom of the people you are wrestling with, but you can trust the pattern itself in this great cosmic workout. Practice your best skills, stay centered, and operate from wisdom and strategy instead of emotional heat. Listen for hints on how to improve your style. The obstacles in your way are not there to stop you, but to push you toward your personal best. This situation may be set up as a dichotomy. You are them, love or work. Your ideas versus their ideas. Question the dichotomy's illusion and look for a third position of resolution, a both-and solution versus either-or. If the way forward feels truly blocked, look for another path. Sometimes an opposition, particularly in transit, says you shall not pass this way. Find another route. And transits are different from progressions. Progressions are another form of predictive astrology. Transits are indicative of where the planets actually are at any point in time as they're circling around the sun. So, an opposition dares you to proceed. Decide if this path is worth the struggle. If it is, grow those skills, hold your ground, and fight for what you believe in. You are being asked to prove, to yourself and others, that you have the skills needed for the next step. Challenge. This situation is an inconvenient growth opportunity, but not a punishment. Decide if it is time to build muscles or to find another path. Gift. This situation offers you a chance to burn through karma if you can continually respond with compassion and tough love from your highest self. Take the high road. I personally feel that this will be a time of getting into a lot of disagreements with people and not being able to see eye to eye with people in a way where you're not able to find resolutions. And I also feel that a lot of this isn't necessarily one person's fault. It can be your fault and the other person's fault or other group of people's fault. Or it can be nobody's fault and people just don't see eye to eye on things. And if you look at the imagery of the card too, you see there are... Actually, I don't know what these are. Let me look. Is that a horse? It's like a mythological horse, maybe, or deer. Anywho, I'm not a zoologist, but they're butting heads, and I just feel that this is a time where it says confrontation. you may have to confront people for things. Everything that was listed in the guidebook, if any of that resonates with you, or you find later on that this period of time resonates with what was listed in the guidebook, then you can take that. But I just feel that a lot of you will get into disagreements with people in general. And I just feel a lot of tension, and I feel that for a while things won't be resolved. Now is also not necessarily a good time. I know in the book it said it can be good to take the high road. I think now is not a good time to resolve things. It's good to make sure that you're not being too stubborn and not looking at your own part in the situation. Or if you're butting heads with somebody over a belief, make sure that, you do your research and you be introspective about why you feel the way you feel, or why you state the things you state. Now is a really awful time to get into arguments with people if you don't have the facts right. So do your research. For a lot of you, need to make sure you're backing up your claims of what you're saying, and that they're coming from a logical place, or a place of not understanding, but I guess you understand why you believe the way you do. And it's not something that, like, for example, it's not just a belief that has been passed down upon you through generations, or it's not anything relating to societal expectations. Make sure that you really at this time form your own beliefs, and any beliefs that you've had for a while, examine them and realize if it's worth fighting over certain things, and also understand if you need to do more research or change up what you believe or how you act or the way you speak to people. And that's the main thing I have to say for you, 1A. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and take care. Hello, 2B, and welcome to your part of the Pick a Card reading video. You chose 10th house, and the keyword is authority. And if we turn to the guidebook, in it states, if your chart were a village map, the 10th house would hold the courthouse, government seat, and the public face of your work. Here's the arena and... Oh, I already messed up. Here's the arena for your most public self, your relationship to authority figures, and your role as a leader. Action. You are being asked to step up and take on the next level of personal authority. It's hard to build something without a clear blueprint, so look at your definition of a strong leader and decide whether you need to amend it. Remember how you felt as a kid about your parents, the school principal, priests, police, and teachers, and observe whether they used their responsibility wisely and encouraged you to develop yours, or whether they needed to rebel to be safe. Or whether you needed to rebel. Sorry, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So whether you needed to rebel to be safe. Notice your relationship to the concept of divine authority and investigate if it was something to be feared, ignored, or expanded. Did it offer you safety and refuge? These patterns affect both how you react to outside authority and what you expect from yourself as parent, professional, or leader. Sort between the traits that worked and those not worth emulating. Deconstruct assumptions about authority that no longer serve you. Authority is no longer what other people carry. It is what you are developing within. Take responsibility for healing old wounds around empowerment and create new blueprints. If needed, tell off someone who abused their authority, either in person, in therapy, or in a letter you burn and release. Get the training and certification you need. Create a mental collage of good role models, people who lead in a way that empowers others. Create a clear picture of a competent, responsible, lovable, and empowering authority. Step into that role and be that pillar in your community and family with confidence. Challenge. A bully is a parody of true leadership. Be careful not to mistake power over other people as equal to empowerment within. Gift. Wherever you are in your evolution, it's time to take the next step up the mountain of leadership, empowerment, and accomplishment. So if any or all of what I had just stated in the guidebook rings true for you, you can claim that. But I will say that intuitively for me, when I pulled this card, I immediately thought career. 10th house has very strong ties to career, not just typical jobs, not typically side gigs, but career. And I think now is a very important time for you in terms of your career, in terms of any major shifts in career. And for some of you, this includes maybe going back to school, or if you're in school, maybe switching your major. Or if not switching your major, just taking that next step and getting closer to graduating or going to your master's program or doctorate program. It's just a really serious time right now, so take all of your career endeavors seriously. If you are feeling concerned about where to go in terms of career, for what you should do as a career long term, now is a good time to really, Spirit is saying, take time right now to list out maybe your strengths and weaknesses and the different areas of life that you are drawn to, and think of the interests you have, the hobbies you have, and how maybe that can be incorporated into your career. Just think of anything that sparks your interest and do a lot of research. 10th house doesn't stop until they know what they want and they go for it. And even if you see the imagery of the card, you see a mountain, and up in front though, right above where it says 10th house, there's somebody who is hiking. So you should be hiking up towards the top of the mountain, and the top of the mountain should be your end goal that you wish to achieve, even if it takes a long time. Because with 10th house, you should work with extreme effort as much as you can towards that goal, towards that achievement that you wish to have. For those of you who are already in the workforce or are already taking part in your career, now I would say, even if you haven't been in your career or in your field for very long, you may get promoted or get a very big bonus or a salary increase. So I would consider that. Also, some of you may have to move locations, even if it's just moving, going to a different business or company or anything. I feel like for some of you, there may just be a shift in terms of location. Again, it could even be within the company, like a promotion, like I said, or a different company, or even a different state or country. So, I think actually for quite a handful of you, you might have to move states, or this can indicate going to a different state for college or a master's program or any of that. But it's just it's a time where I just keep seeing the word serious, and like somebody with a stern face and kind of their arms are crossed. It's just a time of taking things very seriously, and like they're wearing a suit or a tuxedo. So now's the time to lay the foundation, and if you want to do something, now's the time to start laying the groundwork so you can achieve in a proper time frame, even if it's a long time from now, the goals that you'd like. And it can be a goal that's even just around the corner, where it's like, oh, I will graduate next year, I'm so excited, and getting really serious about your studies then. So just getting serious, taking everything into consideration for what you should do, for really being ambitious and going for what you desire. And also too, with this, I should say, with the keyword authority, taking authority of your own life. And no matter any difficult circumstances you've gone through or that you are currently going through, and especially with any outside input from other people, make sure to listen more to your inner guidance and do what you feel is best for you, and take authority of your own life, and don't let other people do that for you, okay? So those are the messages for you today, to be. I hope you enjoyed this video, and take care. Thank you. Hello 3C, and welcome to your portion of the Pick a Card reading video. You chose Juno, and Juno is an asteroid. The keyword underneath Juno is partnership. And in the guidebook, it states, the asteroid Juno points out how you may have been trained to choose between love and work, and offers clues on how to balance them instead. This asteroid was named after the daughter of Saturn, wife of Jupiter, mother of Mars. She is queen, the organizer of society, and she rules the roost. Juno and Jupiter modeled an uneasy but equal partnership that took a lot of work and had great rewards. Action. In work and love, Juno wants you to trust that you can hold steady on your life's path and develop equal partnerships, so get in there and wrestle to make the relationship work. Research healthy relationship skills and study negotiation and mediation techniques. Practice respect, communication, love, and conflict resolution between the various facets of your own personality. Like Juno and Jupiter, strive to become two whole empowered souls who can express their individual potential, work around each other's foibles, and find balance. Be responsible for your own connection to the creative source, spirit, and your emotions. Don't ask another to carry your heart for you, as it makes it hard to accept their unique path. Live out your ambition through your own work rather than through your mate, children, employees, or co-workers. If you do so, you can encourage others' growth and exploration along with your own, and so create the foundations of great relationships and a sense of community. If you don't, you can devolve into jealousy or create monsters. If you want to be in a partnership, but are not, examine any belief or training that said you have to give up what matters to you in order to partner up. If it's your choice to work alone, accept it. If not, expand that view and invite fresh possibilities. Challenge. If you live out your ambition through your mate or work partner instead of through your own efforts, the situation can devolve into jealousy, manipulation, or disempowering micromanaging. Gift. True partnership is a spiritual path. Its sacred acts are the practice of healthy relationship skills. These skills begin within. If you connect with the messages of the guidebook, you can claim that if you'd like. I feel intuitively that many of you who chose this card, it's really interesting because I feel like there's actually quite a bit of you who feel that you, how do I explain this? I think a lot of you are single, and even if you're not single, I'll get more to that in a minute, but I feel a lot of you who chose this are single or are just starting to date. Maybe you're even dating somebody, but it's not exclusive yet. You haven't labeled it, but you are wondering if you should take that next step. And if that's the case, I think for a lot of you, the answer would be yes. Of course, trust your intuition, though. And for those of you who feel that you aren't ready for a relationship, this card is an indication that either you are ready for a relationship, or if you, with Juno too, I like to consider it closely with Venus, in terms of self-love. Some of you maybe, no, because I think a lot of you actually are ready for a relationship. I'll just say that. And I'll also say that in terms of self-care, maybe some of you feel that you're not ready for a relationship, and maybe you actually aren't. And if that is the case, this is an indication of practicing some more self-love and self-care. And once you are able to do that, relationships will open up to you a lot more easily, and you'll just be a lot more open to them. You'll maybe see a lot more potential in others and in yourself to be able to sustain a long-term relationship or to be worthy of a long-term relationship if that is what you're looking for, or any kind of partnership. Some of you too maybe struggle with friendships, and this can be an indication that you have the potential to make more or better friends, and that you're able to attract those kinds of people if you allow yourself to, if you open yourself up to those sorts of possibilities. And for those of you who are wanting to be in a relationship, this is a good confirmation that it is indeed a good time to start potentially looking around or trying to figure out and fine-tune more specifically the qualities that you like and the things that you are not willing to accept in a relationship, aka the deal breakers. For those of you who are in a partnership, no matter how long it's been, for most of you, if that's the case, you are in a very good, healthy, stable relationship right now. And if you're wondering about, like, if you're going through any difficulties or if you have any concerns, this card is an indication that you're able to work through it. I mean, even in the guidebook, it specifically said that you're able to work through it. Of course, trust your intuition, though. If it doesn't feel right, then trust that. But I really feel that for those of you who are in a relationship, this could be your person. Or this could at least be somebody who helps you grow a lot as a person, and it will be a very valuable relationship for you. All relationships teach us at least something. But I feel that this will be, I feel a lot of warmth in my heart So hopefully that does apply for you. And I feel that this is a very nurturing relationship if you are in a relationship right now. And if not, I see it getting there. For the very few of you where this doesn't relate, you may be in a relationship where it is unhealthy and toxic. And if you feel you need to end the relationship, this is an indication that a healthier relationship can come along for you where you feel more safe and secure in the relationship and you feel more connected to your partner and there's a reciprocity there. But it feels very light actually when I look at this card. I just feel that this is also too for those of you who are looking to be in a relationship where you're dating around or maybe you're not even ready. I feel that this is an indication that some people say relationships should be easy and some people say they should be hard. I think in terms of finding your next partner, if you're single or looking around or starting to date, this is an indication that it should feel very easy to find your person, that it shouldn't feel difficult to find this next partner or your ultimate partner. And so that's something to keep an eye out for, is intuitively feel that connection to somebody, and it should feel really easy and it shouldn't feel strained. Here's the thing. People say, the whole romance movie trope of, oh, I get butterflies when I'm around this person. That's actually a trauma response or an anxiety response, or it's your body, your soul telling you that this person is not right for you. You should feel comfortable with this person. It's okay to have nerves, like that's different, but like being so anxious around this person and feeling like, oh my god, I feel like I can't breathe when I'm around them, that's not normal. That's not a safe response, and that doesn't indicate good, healthy relationships. And if you are in a relationship right now and it feels like it's very, very difficult and it feels like you can't get through to one another, then I would refer back to what I was saying a little bit ago about maybe this just indicates that there's a different partner out there for you where it will be easier. And again, relationships shouldn't be 100% easy. But in terms of what this card is indicating to me and what I'm intuitively feeling, you should feel easily drawn to your partner. You should feel like you're able to make things work with your partner. It doesn't feel like you're pulling teeth out, okay? You're pulling your hair out, pulling anything out. But those are the messages I have for you, 3C. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and take care. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. If you liked the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below, as it really helps my channel out a lot. You can follow me on my socials listed here on the screen, and you can also check out my website, brittneysholistichealing.com, which is also listed below. Through my website, I offer Reiki, astrology, tarot, and other services. Thank you, and blessed be.